Hello, Slam Nation. Welcome back to episode 3. I'm one of your hosts, Ether Proudfoot.
I'm Anthony Delgado.
I'm Thomas Delaney.
This episode, we're fully packed up with Las Vegas Lights FC goalkeeper. We're gonna have an interview with him, and then later we're gonna have a little debate, and that's gonna be really gonna be fun. But if you want to know how to get into Slam, my boy Delgado got you.
Okay, so to get into Slam is actually really easy. You just gotta sign up or apply to get into a lottery, and by any time of the year, and then we start picking out the lotteries in March. So next year, March, and hopefully you guys win the lottery. Welcome to our local segment. Now we're gonna see people's craziest occurrence. Let's go.
Crazy experience I remember at Slam was a year we had some students trying to use the elevator without their elevator passes, and they all grouped in there and tried to sneak a ride, and the elevator shut down, and our students were stuck between floors, and we had to call the fire department. Those students' parents were contacted. They were all nervous. They were stuck in the elevator like a scary movie, and that's one of the crazier things I remember.
A crazy occurrence one time that happened here at Slam was on one of the last days on my junior year, on the last day of school. They decided to throw all their homework down the center of all the stairs, and there was paper everywhere, and then when we had to come back to school, everyone was in trouble, so it was not fun.
So there was this kid named Alvin in 9th grade, and in our 7th period class, one day after school, him and 4 others I shall not name because I know them, they went into this room that we're in currently, and there was a microwave in here, and they put some pants in the microwave and burned down the room. So, yeah.
Wait a minute. The goalkeeper's here? Oh, you two gotta go. You two gotta go.
All right, we gotta
Get out. All right, bring him in. And now to our interview, which our special guest, Las Vegas Lights SC goalkeeper Carver Miller. Great to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And a person that's gonna help me interview him is one and only Julian. All right, let's clap. What's up, Julian?
Hey, Julian. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
And to start off, I'll be asking question 1, and we're gonna see what he says. And Julian will ask question 2, and we just go start. So, question 1: how do you feel when you first signed your first professional contract with the Portland Timbers? Sorry.
Yeah. So I was 18 when I signed it. It was a little bit of a hard decision because both my parents are teachers.
Yeah.
And so it was between pro contract and college. And so it was a hard sell for them. But once I saw that I had an opportunity to live out my dream that I've always wanted to do, that I've spent a lot of time working towards and have given up a lot for, it was an easy thing for me to see the papers and sign it. It meant a lot for me. It meant a lot for my family as well. I'm sure you guys have great families and great support systems. And so it felt like I kind of thanked them in a way, for helping me through my young career and getting to this point. So yeah, it was a lot of emotions. But it also set fire in me a little bit. I wanted to work towards certain things, and I still have goals and dreams inside of pro soccer. And so yeah, it was an exciting day for me, and hopefully I sign a few more in my life.
Yeah, that's a great response. But my follow-up question is: in your preparing, what prepared you the most for the next level of soccer?
Emotionally?
No, like this competition, emotionally wise.
I would say being around certain people has always helped me.
Yeah.
If you're around the right group of friends and right group of family members, they are always going to believe in you and help you and support you along the way.
Yeah.
If you have people around you that are going to push you, that's always great too. I try to be that for my friends, and they always try to be that for me. So I would say that, and then the most important thing is believing in what you want to do. If you have a dream, whether it be sports or academics, then you have to give it your all. You only have one life, so go shoot for the stars. So I think it's a mix of a few things, but most importantly is having a good family and a good support system and keeping them close.
You want to ask about?
So following up to the question about the Portland Timbers, how does it feel to be a youngster on the squad? What inspired you to keep pushing forward through?
Yeah, so I was in Portland. I was the youngest guy on the team. and now I'm the second youngest. We have Knight Pickering. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but yeah, so I'm the second youngest here. It's definitely has some ups and downs, but I think it's a great opportunity for me. I get to learn from Raiko and Nico, the two older goalies on the team, and they've been great resources for me to learn. And then is obviously at a young age. I mean, I'd be a junior in college right now, and I already have almost 3 years of pro soccer experience. And so that's a good stepping stone for me to keep continuing my career. I think it's definitely hard because when you're young, you don't play as much.
Yeah.
So you have to deal with that. But as a goalkeeper, our mentalities have to be strong, especially when you're playing. If you make a mistake, you have to remember that you're a good goalie, and that mental side of soccer is tough. But yeah, it's been good. I'm learning a lot. The coaches have been a great help to me, and they've always been there for me, especially when I got to play. They let me know a few days before and helped me prepare. And so yeah, I think being young is good. It's definitely hard, but when you're older, you're gonna have a lot more experience than most older guys, so that's always a bonus.
So like you know how you have the two older goalkeepers.
Yes.
What is something that you're learning from them that you're putting into your career?
From Raiko, it's my Spanish. My Spanish isn't too good, but I'm fluent in German, so Nico and I have a good relationship in that, in that sense. But all jokes aside, I think they have helped me become more of a pro. In Portland, I was a lot with the second team, and so that was also with younger guys, and now I'm in the first team and with older guys. And I think small details, like my set positions or coming out in certain scenarios, because Raiko's a different goalkeeper than me, and Nico's a different goalkeeper. We're all different, and so being able to take those points of views and applying it into my character and who I am as a goalkeeper can also be very beneficial. And most importantly, they don't put me down, and that's also always a great thing to have, especially if you're not playing as much. You're doing the work, maybe even a little bit more work than they are, and to not be treated poorly is a great thing to have. Unfortunately, that happens a lot, I think, with younger guys, but they have treated me only with respect, and Maxi, the goalie coach, has also been great. So yeah, I think I'm still learning a few things from them. The different styles has always been things I can take and bring into my personality. So yeah, it's been a mix of that, but most importantly, they have just taught me how to be a pro, and that's something I'm always going to keep learning how to be.
That's good to hear. So at the Slam Nation podcast, we do a research. So I recently researched, and I saw you received Playbox Player of the Game.
I did, yes.
In your lights debut with the clean sheet.
Yes.
How was that? How did you feel after that match?
That was awesome. So that was my first game in the USL as well, and my first game with the Lights. And most importantly, it was with our interim head coach at the time, Gio, and he really believed in me. And so he told me a few days before and said, "You have earned this, and you deserve this chance." And that's all I really needed to hear was that. And it was also special because my girlfriend was there, and she flew in from California for that. And so be able to have someone that cares about you in the stands is always makes it nice, especially being far from home. So yeah, it meant a lot. It also, when you don't play, you kind of doubt yourself sometimes. And so when it went well and I performed the way I know I can, it was kind of a reminder that hey, I can play in this league and I can do good things for this team. So it's a nice reminder because you overthink and you sometimes think if you're not playing. And so yeah, it was very nice. I didn't think I deserved the man of the match, to be honest. But it was I turned 21 that week, so it was a good week. I can't complain at all.
You got a clean sheet, so
it's not bad.
So Junior, you want to?
Yeah. So talking about your confidence, what keeps you striving to be better and succeed?
Well, for me, it's my dad. So my dad's my hero. And he's come from tough childhood, so he really had to fight for what he had, and my mom did as well. But for him, he has just instilled in me and my sister that even if you have reached your dream, which is being a pro soccer player, you can still shoot for the stars, and just because you made it doesn't mean you can just kind of just be there and settle in and kind of just show up day by day. You have to still come, give it your all, and I think just doing that has allowed me to be hungry still and keep that confidence. And I'm still young, so that helps, in the back of my mind. I know I still have a few years to really find a good spot in my life and play. And so yeah, I think confidence is hard, it's ups and downs. But as long as you believe in your abilities and believe in yourself, then that's most important. And if you give it your all, then if that doesn't work out, then you can't be mad. You can look back at it when you're older and say, hey, I gave it my all.
Yeah.
I gave it all I had. I worked hard. I did extra. I did all the treatment I needed. And so that's, if you do that and then you can look back and say, hey, it didn't work out, then it didn't work out. But as long as you give it your all, then that's okay. Then I can, sleep well at the end of the night, yeah.
That's lovely.
Yeah, so preparing for this interview, of course, it's not stalking, but I was doing my research on your Instagram page. You guys
stalked, that's okay.
You guys stalked. But I saw you several times getting back to community. Like, you hosted a soccer clinic for like for the Noble Collegiate Academy, and I saw you you shared your journey with the professional soccer with students at the A.T. Lynch,
Elementary, yeah.
I saw about this. So do you feel like it was necessary? Do you feel like it's necessary to give back to community, and like how does it make you feel after all that?
I think it's a big part of who I am. That side comes from my mom. She's a big giver. She's a high school teacher.
Yeah.
So that's just something I've always enjoyed doing. I've always had a soft heart for people that have maybe in tough scenarios or have given the hard part of life a little bit more than other people, and so I've always wanted to give back to them. Luckily the Lights here have a great interaction with communities, and they have great programs where players can reach out with the community and meet the fans and meet the season ticket holders and that sort of thing. And so when I got here, I knew I wasn't going to play much.
Yeah.
So I wanted to somehow leave a mark on this year, and that in my eyes was I'm going to try and be with the community as much as possible. And we do stuff with the Boys and Girls Club over in North Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
We do some clinics with some local like soccer shots, some local soccer teams. And so it's always fun to see kids get a big smile when they get to meet a player. I was that kid once. Just doing the little things like shaking hands, listening to people's stories, that can always go a long way. And especially here in Vegas, they welcome me, so I'm very grateful for that. I think it was something I'm going to continue to do as long as I'm here for. And no matter where I kind of end up when I'm getting older, I'm going to always try and give back to people that need help and love. So yeah.
You had one question, Jay?
Yes. So taking it back to your early career, your early steps, what inspired you to become a goalkeeper in your youth days?
I didn't like running much, I lived in Germany a little bit of my life. When I was in Germany around, I think, 8 years old, I had a coach, and he just made me fall in love with the sport. And that's when Neuer was at the top of his game, and all these goalkeepers in Germany were the face of German soccer. It was cool to be a goalie, and not running was also a benefit. I think that was something I always wanted to do, was have that pressure, sort of, not the intense pressure of the game relies on you, but being there to help your teammates. You're the last line of defense. They always say being a goalkeeper, you're not crazy, but it helps. And so I think I have a little bit of that in me as well, and I enjoy the pressure. I enjoy being the last guy. Having my team on my shoulders, I enjoy having that pressure. There's nothing better than making a big save in the 90th minute. And I had that a couple times when I was younger, and I got addicted to that feeling. I think that was probably the main reason. But that coach in Germany really just showed me what it was and what it means to be a goalkeeper. Yeah.
One of our anchors, Anthony Algado, you recently met him. He had one question for you. He's like, after a great sleep, what is your go-to celebration? Do you celebrate at home or?
After a great save?
Yeah.
I would say sometimes I pound my chest, but sometimes adrenaline is too much and I kind of just forget to celebrate. But no signature celebration. But every once in a while, it goes around in the GK Union here at the Lights. If we have a big save, they pound their chest to, because that's kind of what I tell Riker to do that sometimes. And so, I don't have a signature one. You have any suggestions? Should I think of one?
Still working on it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just a good old vamos.
Just a vamos? Okay.
Yeah.
My Spanish isn't too good, so I'll just say let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I just have one more question. It's just so in Vegas, we're kind of known for the heat, right?
Yes.
The heat. So what was it? And I don't even know why. I hate the heat, and I'm wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt. It's I don't know why I do it myself, but it's like, how is it the transition between Portland and then to the weather in Portland to Las Vegas heat?
Yeah. So it was tough because I was born in Idaho, so I'm a Pacific Northwest kid. through and through. And so I would say the first month was the hardest.
Yeah.
But now I'm realizing when it drops to like 80, it's kind of cold and I need a sweater.
Yeah.
So I'm getting used to it. The staff does a great job, and the trainers do a good job of making sure we're hydrated, that we're not cramping or anything like that. We train early in the morning, so we kind of surpass the heat in the middle of the day. But yeah, it's definitely hard, but it's to our advantage. We're fitter than most teams, hopefully. When teams come here, we have Vegas as a little bit of help, and then the heat as well. So I think that's helped us in that sense. But outside of soccer, it's hard. When you want to go, I'm very outdoorsy, so when you want to go do stuff, you kind of have to think about it if you want to, sit in this heat all day. But yeah, I'm getting used to it. I am spoiled with the sun. When it's gray outside, I kind of get gloomy a little bit. So when I go back home, I think I'll be a little bit colder than I usually am. But
Yeah. I mean that's really all it. And I just have one thing, just can you say Slam Nation in German? Because I think you're fluent in German, right?
Slam Nation in German.
Yeah. Or is it like a bye? Can we say like all together like a bye? How do you say bye?
In German?
Yeah.
Tschüss.
Tschüss.
Tschüss. Yeah.
Tschüss.
Yeah.
Tschüss.
Slam Nation in German would just be Slam Nation.
Slam Nation. Okay.
But in German, bye is Tschüss. Auf Wiedersehen or Tschüss. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Friday or Saturday. And, to be honest, I feel like it's a clear decision. Everyone says Friday, but I think it's Saturday. Cause think about it. Friday you have school, you have work. It's like just one more day to the weekend. But Saturday, I wake up 12 p.m. Just dang, I'm
college football.
Yeah, and college football.
You get college football.
And
back
one
in
day,
the fall.
one day into NFL season on. That's why I think Saturday is better. I mean, it's just a better day. You're happier on Saturday than you are on Friday. I mean, what do you think?
I agree. I think Saturday. I don't have the school problem on Friday, so.
Exactly.
But I would say Saturday. Obviously, it's game day for us.
Yeah.
And if you're not rostered, you get the day off. So that's not too bad. But I think Saturdays are just, when you're a kid, you'd wake up on Saturday and you get to sleep in a little bit. And especially for me, college football is a big deal. So Saturdays for me is we'll take it over Friday.
What's your team?
So my dad played at Washington State.
Washington State.
Yeah. So my dad played there, so I'm a Washington State fan.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
I don't know. I want to say Saturday, but I feel like Saturday is a more lazier day. Like how you said, you sleep in. You don't really do too much. I feel like Friday, especially for the school kids, it's last day seeing your friends. You know how Fridays is kind of a little crazy.
Yeah.
And then after school, that's when you got the games, the high school games.
Yeah.
Like this week, Bishop Gorman against Mater Day. That's gonna be a good one.
You guys gonna go?
I'm going.
Yeah?
I'm going for sure.
What about our football team playing? Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, Slam 2.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I feel like I would say Friday just because you're more active. Saturday is more like a lazy day.
I would say if I was still a kid, I would say Saturday, right? I am still a kid, but if I was 10 years or younger, I would say Saturdays, just because Fridays in elementary you always take tests on Fridays and all that. That wasn't fun, but now I feel like as a high schooler and more as a senior now, I feel like just finally making it to Friday, that's usually the day where I usually hang out with my friends at night or I do something fun. It's just finally just a nice little breather. And then Saturdays I don't really sleep in. I still wake up early and I still get to work, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, also to prove my point, for example, Miss Shine gave us a test on Friday. It gave us a test this Friday. What?
Because you guys are counting Friday after school more than the whole day of Friday.
I feel like my Fridays after school last longer than a Saturday.
Okay.
Well, because I got a football game. That's always fun too. So it's head and head. But I think Saturday because during the football season, I think I'm gonna take Friday or Saturday because Saturday I wake up I only get 6 hours of sleep. I wake up and go watch film football,
Okay.
and I go back home. But off season definitely Saturday. So I just sleep and just watch TikTok, just sleep.
Yeah.
This is me. And now to our next debate. What is it?
Okay, so we're all athletes, and
What sports do you guys play?
I play hockey.
I wrestle.
Oh, okay.
I play
Football? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and I feel like we always have good meals to eat. So what is our go-to meal after a game?
You want to start off?
I'll start.
Yeah, you want to start?
Okay.
So since I'm a lineman, since I'm 7, I gotta have a big meal for the game. I'm tired of. So I usually on the way home I hit the McDonald's. Probably get a Big Mac bundle. You know what I mean? A large Dr. Pepper. Eat that up. Go to sleep. That's a good Friday to me after a game. Like, I feel like that's pretty good.
So you think McDonald's is your go-to for a
Yeah,
burger?
out of every
It's-
other fast food
I
spot.
don't like, cause like McDonald's is probably the closest
What
thing.
about
and it's,
what about In-N-Out with like animal style fries?
Like
I would much
Cane's.
rather have.
well, because I
animal
don't
style
want
fries.
to. I don't want to pull up after a game to In-N-Out and I see 50 people in the drive.
Okay.
Mm.
And to be
Sure.
fair, In-N-Out's, I know you guys are West Coast kids. In-N-Out's not,
Oh,
not that great.
I was born.
Really?
Okay.
I was born in this side.
Okay, all right.
Really?
Good
I'm
one.
Five Guys.
Five Guys?
Five Guys.
I've
Five
never
Guys.
had that
Five
before.
Guys.
Never had
Five
that.
Guys is.
it
Five
good?
Guys is really good. Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
like the best burgers.
They have a big bag of peanuts, so that's what I like.
It's free too.
Yeah. Alright, what's your
For
go-to?
me, it's so we get they have catered food for us, of course.
Okay, yeah.
But a dream would just pizza.
Pizza?
Pizza. From
Pizza.
what spot?
Like, what's your favorite?
What's a secret gem here in Vegas?
I just do. I mean, we get a specific pizza catered, but I'm just Domino's.
Domino's,
Not
okay,
fancy, yeah,
okay.
not fancy. I just like the pizza. And then after for drink, root beer.
Root
So I'll do pizza and a root beer.
I don't- I
And
like-
sometimes I'm not too hungry after games. I
Yeah.
don't know. Are you guys hungry always right
No,
after?
yeah,
Always,
I'm
always.
over.
All right. So I'm not. Sometimes I'm not hungry, and sometimes I just. Can you guys sleep after games too?
Yeah.
Depends.
Okay. So for me, after games, I have too much adrenaline, so I can't sleep much. But so yeah, I would say if I am hungry, pizza. Can't go wrong with pizza.
Yeah.
That's good, that's good. So obviously for wrestling, you know, we cut a lot of weight,
Mhm.
around like 15 pounds. So obviously during the tournament, we gotta eat healthy.
Mhm.
You can't eat it like a cheeseburger and go play soccer. It's gonna be bad. So I would say after, I usually prefer to go In-N-Out, get like some animal
Okay.
style fries, animal style cheeseburger, with some chocolate shake, you know, something light. But if not, I would say Chipotle. It's more like
Mm,
healthier, kind of. It's a good one. Double chicken, all that good stuff.
Yeah, honestly, it's for me. I don't. For tournaments, we usually have. Sometimes we have games like 2 games in one day. So I try to eat something a little light. So if I have like a game in the morning and then a game at night, I'll eat like a smash burger. I love smash burgers. But like after a long day of hockey, like you said, Chipotle. You know, that's
That
actually
is a good one.
absolutely bomb. I always get steak and chicken. Only thing I complain about is the portions they give me. You know, I just wish they gave me more portions, but didn't have to charge me.
You like
know?
burritos or bowls?
Oh, I always get the burrito. I
Oh,
don't-
really?
I don't like the
That's-
bowls. I don't get the bowls.
Oh yeah, the burrito's like huge.
I think a bowl with a side of
That's
tortilla.
what I do.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
You know, a little bit of both.
I heard that was a strap, but I'm too simple for that. I just get my burrito and they wrap it for me.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you know.
So all y'all going to like a fancy thing. I'm going to McDonald's.
Nah,
Fancy.
I don't know.
That's
Chipotle
not that
always fills
fancy.
me up.
I'm going to McDonald's. That's Chipotle and McDonald's.
It's a very O-line answer right there.
I mean, it's thing. So I think that's all we have for today.
That's
I
it?
mean, yeah. Thank you for tuning in for episode 3. And how do you say again? Toots?
Tschüss.
Tschüss.
And-
Tschüss.
Tschüss.
Yeah, and Tschüss.